Well, hello, Julie Carter. Thank you. Welcome to DC Weddings with Jillian. It is such a pleasure to have you here. So, Julie, you are the venue manager at Rock Creek Mansions, and you've been there for how many years?
13.
Wow, that's staying power. You also are the founder, let me get it right, of the Montgomery County Venue Members Group.
Venue Managers Association.
Venue Managers Association.
Yes.
Fantastic. So, my first question to you, Julie, is what makes Rock Creek Mansion, and you in particular for 13 years at Rock Creek Mansion, so wonderful for the brides and grooms here in the DC metro area?
Well, I would say I have the best job of anyone in the world because almost everything we do has to do with fun and has to do with celebrations, even celebrations of life, but especially weddings, bar bat mitzvahs. They're such a happy occasion. I absolutely love it. And I love talking with the brides and grooms. I love getting the dirt, which I always get, the personal story. But it's fun. Every event is different to learn what makes that couple unique, what ways they want to personalize their event. And then having been in the industry for a long time, thinking of the vendors, thinking of the combinations that we can put together to help them create what they're looking to do. Every couple that comes in the door, I spend too much time, but at least an hour with them. And really, because a lot of them don't know what they want. So part of it is, it's a journey to figure out, are you looking for a suburban property? Do you want a museum? What we have, which is a lovely mansion in Bethesda, which can hold up to 150 people. It's charming. It's affordable, and you can do so much at our place. We have a gorgeous lawn area. Or do they really want more of an eclectic art gallery? Do they want a vineyard? Do they want something more urban? A lot of couples have no idea what they want. And because I know the venues in Montgomery County so well, I'm more than happy, if we're not the right fit, I'm more than happy to send them to one of our fellow venues in the area. And there's no affiliation, we're a private location. So, but I know all of the Montgomery County venues, I know the city of Rockville. So our take on it is, there's enough business for everyone. So if this particular couple comes in, whether we have, the date open, and if it's not the right fit and I turn them away, there'll be another one. So we're not going to try and force fit something just to drive revenue. We're going to get the sale eventually. We want people that want to be with us. So we're looking, and we say the fun couples come to us, and they do.
Very good. Tell me a little bit about that personalization you give to brides and grooms, because you said you spend an hour with them, you get all the dirt, but tell me, what does that mean to a bride and
Sure.
a groom? How does that bring value to them?
Well, of course, it all starts with the guest count. How many people are they planning on having? Are they looking for a cocktail party? Are they looking for a seated dinner? What's important to them? Is it going to be the bar, which of course those are the most fun, or is it about the food, or is it about the dancing, or is it about the outdoors? What are the couple of their triggers or their most important aspects? And then based on what they tell me, I then tailor it, because we have a variety of layouts in our space that we can accomplish. There are ways we can hold a ceremony outdoors. As they talk about, for example, if they're casual, do they want to do lawn games? Do they want to incorporate that into the party? Some couples have even done like a trivia during their event. Okay, we could do that. There are lots of different ways. Some people take ballroom dancing classes, so they want to have an extra big space for dancing. I just met an older couple that really lovely people. They just want a background combo, and that it's going to be more of an intimate luncheon. So really asking them, and again, a lot of them, I respond quickly when I get the inquiry. So a lot of them haven't been anywhere else yet. They haven't even thought about these things. And so I'm happy to help them. Everyone that leaves always says, oh my gosh, we feel so much more prepared. That doesn't mean they're going to come to us necessarily. A lot of times they talk to us and then they end up finding, and again, quite often with a recommendation, another venue, but they feel like they're leaving with a better sense of what's really important to them.
Correct. And how important to you is what is important to them?
Well, it's all about making people happy. I mean, ultimately, that's my goal in life is to let's find that win-win. If they walk away and they are better prepared for their event, of course, I'm disappointed if I don't get a sale, but the most important thing is to get that click, for them to trust me, and for them to feel like they've got a little bit more of the tools, they've got a better vision for what it is they're trying to accomplish. And I do a lot of reading about what the current trends are. And of course, there's a huge difference between a 22-year-old bride who's going to have 17 bridesmaids, and a bride that's 40 or 50 or maybe who's been married before. And it's a much simpler event.
Of course, of course. Well, that is very great because, I really appreciate the things that you said because I've heard other brides who have said about Julie, whether they have worked with you or not, is that we trust her. I've heard that. And you said it just now. So tell me about your method of gaining the trust of a bride.
Well, I think, again, I'm trying to show people right off that I'm not going to try and force fit anything. Again, flat out, we had a couple 2 weeks ago that came in, we just weren't the right space. I stopped the appointment halfway through and said, I'm happy to continue with this presentation, but honestly, when I'm listening to what you're telling me, I don't think that this is the best space for you. And I sent them to Glenview Mansion, a beautiful location right here in Rockville that's much more conducive. And they wrote me back later and thanked me and said that was perfect. It's exactly their vision. I said, I love it too. So I'm so glad that worked out. Really, there's enough business for all of us. There's no reason to try and force fit something. That's what I believe.
Well, that's a great segue to the fact that you founded this group of, and I have to refer here to say the Montgomery County Venue Managers Association.
Yes.
And tell me, why did you found this association?
Well, selfishly, because when I first came to the Rock Creek Mansion, I talked some very sweet old men into hiring me, and we had no budget whatsoever. So I had to figure out how to generate leads. So what our group is, we're comprised of unique, unusual venues that are not country clubs and not hotels.
Ah.
So it's a combination of art galleries, vineyards, farms, urban spaces, museums, and mansions. And we all get together every other month, and we have different caterers, such as Caribbean Caterers. Thank you so much for that lovely luncheon you all did. And it gives you all an opportunity to show off to us, the venue managers that handle all of these different locations. It gives us an opportunity to see what's out there, to, instead of being like little islands on our own, we've created an industry. So we can come together and say what's working, what isn't, how can we combat COVID, how can we pull together as a force to try and talk to Montgomery County, which some of our members did, and they did a great job. It helps us to raise the bar, to create more of a professional environment in our industry. We all compared contracts, we talked about, event insurance. So it enables all of us to, again, be better prepared in our businesses. It also helps us to staff, because a lot of times there are people looking for jobs, there are people that are looking to leave their location. And so we've created, again, an industry where we can all share our resources with each other.
Fantastic.
Thank
and
you.
you said you founded that selfishly, but it sounds quite selfless.
Well, it's a lot of fun, and honestly, the other huge aspect of it is that we share leads. So if someone has a lead coming in for a Saturday night, we might be booked, but what I always do is I say, where are you located? How many people? What are you looking for? And then I recommend them to our, not competitors, to our other venues in the area. And we all do the same. So what it does is it helps all of us elevate. We all spend way too much money on our leads to simply hang up on someone. Why not share it in the industry?
Yes, that principle is a very smart business principle. So kudos to you for seeing that and sharing it with your other venue partners. And I hope you can share it with other venue wedding professionals who would hear this and see how it is better for our businesses and better for our clients. And so I thank you so much, Julie. The pleasure is always mine to hear about how wonderful you are to your clients, how you do a great job right here in Montgomery County to find best spaces for clients planning weddings in our area. So thank you so much, Julie Carter. And this is DC Weddings with Jillian, and our guest today has been Julie Carter of Rock Creek Mansion and the founder of Montgomery County Venue Managers Association. I'll get it right. Montgomery County Venue Managers Association.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so much
Jillian.
for joining us.
I appreciate it. Thank you.